Welcome to the MSU Deer Labs online seminar series brought to you by the Mississippi State University Extension Service and the Forest and Wildlife Research Center. My name is Bronson Strickland. I will be your presenter today, and I'm the St. John Family Professor of Wildlife Management and co-director of the MSU Deer Lab. The summary here is to decide on a management strategy. And let me give you some advice. You need to have everyone on board reading from the same sheet of music as to what you are doing, or you're not going to be successful, and there's going to be a lot of heartache along the way. One little tool I use is an anonymous survey. You can find this kind of stuff online, but figure out what are the objectives of every one of the members of your hunting party. And what are they willing to do? Are they willing to allow younger bucks to live, even though that younger buck may score 120 inches? Are they willing to let it walk? Are they willing to not even harvest a buck a particular year? You know, those are the real world ramifications of buck management. So make sure you get the right group of people that you're hunting with and that you're all on the same page. Work with a biologist or work with your state wildlife agency. Mississippi's fortunate. We have a great group of deer biologists. We have a great program called the Deer Management Assistance Program, where a biologist will work with you in return for collecting harvest data on your property. So totally a win-win for the state wildlife agency. It's a win for researchers like us at Mississippi State. We get to look at those data and look at really big picture deer management trends. So consider working with a biologist. I cannot recommend that enough. And then think about your action items here: aging it, protecting it, selecting it. Your hunters have to learn how to age bucks on the hoof. That's number one. You can't go any further until you have that. You must protect. You got to figure out a way. How are you going to protect high quality young bucks? That's the single most valuable commodity on your property. That's your investment. The last two, remove low quality old bucks. I would highly recommend it. A lot of people don't do it because, hey, it's got smaller antlers. If it's mature, then I think you ought to harvest it. Large antlers, smaller antlers, but yeah, remove those bucks from the population, conserve some food. The last there, the lower quality young bucks, it depends, and it depends on what are your objectives. It depends on, are your hunters skilled enough? Do you have enough data? Do you know, for example, a 3.5-year-old buck? Can you tell, is that an above average 3.5-year-old buck? Is that a below average 3.5-year-old buck? So very context dependent on what you want, habitat quality, the skill of your hunters, etc. And then lastly, keep your expectations for success. Keep them reasonable. We see that time and time again where somebody's in a Mississippi hunting context and they think they're in Saskatchewan. You know, you got to think about what's the average for my area. And once you know kind of what is the average mature buck for my area, then you work towards managing for above average bucks for that area. And I think you will be happy if you follow that as your guide. And that's keeping your expectations appropriate. Have I mentioned the importance of age? I'm joking. I know. I've said it time and time and time again. For buck management to work, you have to be able to age live bucks. Really, there's no point in going any further until you learn how to age bucks on the hoof. What the MSU Deer Lab has done to help you with this is we developed a deer aging app, and it's available for Apple. It's also available for Android. This is the icon for it. You can kind of see that on the left here. This is the little icon you would see. And these are some of the screenshots. And we have before the shot, which is the aging on the hoof. And we kind of have a description of what you're looking for. And then we kind of have some comparisons of the body shapes and sizes and so forth. And then we also have a module in this app called After the Shot. And that's just a good little lesson plan on extracting the jawbone or the mandible and using tooth wearing replacement to come up with an estimate. But the app is available if you go to our website, msudeerlab.com. You'll see a link in there for our technology, and you'll see a link for the app. We also have a publication. If you are not into the technology and the smartphone stuff, we have a good old-fashioned publication that can be downloaded from our website. You can view it on the website, or you can just download it and print it yourself. But it is a full-color guide that has a lot of the same information that's in the app, but it has it in a form. You can print those off and give it to your club members, and everybody can work on the aging techniques for bucks. We also talk extensively about this topic on our podcast, Deer University, and you can find that anywhere you normally find podcasts: iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, etc. And of course, we'd love for you to listen to all of those episodes, but if you're really interested in the strategic harvest part and the buck management part, check out episodes 2, 3, 32, and 40. I would also invite you, if you want to explore this topic further, or maybe you're just the type of person you want to hold this type of information in your hands and something you can mark on and refer to at a later date, or pass around to people in your hunting club and friends and so forth. We compiled all of this information and we put it in a book called Strategic Harvest System. So all the examples that we talked about and even more, lots of different graphs and different scenarios that if you want to see more examples of this type of information, we provide it here. You can get it at Amazon, and if you just simply do a search for Strategic Harvest System, it should pop up. And there's both a traditional print version, and for people that want it electronically on their Kindle or whatever type of reading device they have, it's also available there.